Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Loco Loco by Hurricane. They're representing Serbia in Eurovision 2021. I'm going to listen, react and see how this could do in semi-final number 2 in Rotterdam. So let's kiki. Ooh, I did that one take. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to a particular part of the video. Serbia in Eurovision. Serbia in Eurovision. Yeah, Serbia, I tend to think of them as a country that were stronger in the noughties. You know, that Serbia and Montenegro, they had Jelko Simovic, which was one of my favorite songs ever. Lana Moja, which is one of my, probably in my top 3 Eurovision songs ever. Since they were entering the competition separately since 2007, obviously they won on their debut, and then but then really since I feel like they've kind of dipped a little bit. I kind of feel like they were like some of the big hitters in the noughties, and in the teens and now going into the noughties, I don't feel like they're as big hitters as they used to be. They've got a really good qualification record. There's only 3 times they didn't qualify, and those 3 times they were 10th, 11th and 11th, so they were right on the cusp of qualification. To be honest, I think they send pretty good quality every single year. I would say all of their qualifications are pretty justified. Now, it's pretty obvious that the Balkans get quite a lot of neighbourly voting, and it does become more prevalent due to the amount of Balkan countries that there are. I have to admit, I think all of the times they qualified have been justified other than 2018. I really didn't think that was deserved. Nova Deka, I think they were in a very, very easy semi-final, on top of the fact that the regional points pushed them over the line as well. So other than that one time, I think all of their qualifications are justified, and their songs are pretty good. Like, I'm looking through and I really do like their songs most year. It's been a while since there's been like a really wow song. Most of the time it's just like a solid pop song with like decent production, good artists. The whole package is quite solid, but nothing really wow or special really since Zelko and Maria Serafovic. I'd like to see them, you know, I feel like a little bit just like they're plodding along with a really good quality, and you know, maybe that's enough for them. But if you look at the last 3 results, 18th, 19th, 18th, that kind of sums up for me where Serbia is right now. It's good quality, always making the final, but well, not always making the final, most of the time making the final, but just not really trying to break through into that top 15, top 10, which is kind of where I want to see them again. Last year they had a Hurricane. The song was Hasta la Vista. When I reviewed initially, I was really happy. I thought the song was great. Admittedly, I didn't watch it a single other time afterwards. I had it in my head in a kind of catchy way, but I never actually downloaded the song. I didn't think the song had a huge amount of depth to it. I thought the whole package together was great. Them as a girl group, their visuals and their vibe and their confidence together was really excellent. And I thought the song was okay. It was decent enough, passable. They kind of sold me more than the song did. So I liked the idea of them. There really is very few girl groups in Eurovision. I was just looking through trying to find, has a girl group ever won before? The closest I could find was Bobby Sox in 1985. Really, a boy band hasn't really won either, which is kind of surprising. If you look at all the results back to 2000, there's only been 2 instances where a non-solo artist has won. Dave Benton with Estonia in 2001 and also 2011, but I don't know, 2011 Ella Nikki always has like a slight asterisk beside it as being slightly suspicious. But yeah, other than that, it's all solo artists. I never realized before that there was this quite large skewing towards solo artists. This year, I think they're going for another upbeat song. There are a lot of upbeat songs this year, especially from the girls, and they are really, really, really high caliber. So honestly, I'm probably going to have to judge this to a little bit higher standards than I did last year. The lyrics are written by Sanya, but the composer is Nemanja. It's cool as a female songwriter. I don't think we see too many female songwriters. I'm thinking of Sharon Vaughan, the girl, Linnea Deb as well, and then Laura Barker, but I don't think Laura Barker has any songs in the final this year. Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Ooh, I hope this is good. I'd like another upbeat pop song for the gym. Okay, straight to the disco. Ooh. Very colorful, energetic visuals. Oh, wow. Straight into it. I love it. This has got a little bit of like a turbo folk sound to it. Ooh, I like it's in Serbian as well. Ooh, is this the only Balkan song in Serbian in its native language this year? I can't remember. I think so. Nice visuals. I love their like color blocking. Really cool. Going for a real 80s look. the chorus isn't striking me as super strong yet. I thought the verse was strong. The chorus maybe lacked a little bit for me. This bit I like this. Now the breakdown. But yeah, that chorus was, it felt a little bit lost. Whoa, she's like in the bath with the disco balls. They're very, very sexual. That's one thing, which is not negative, but yeah, they're very sexual girls. There's lots of positives. I like some of the electronic elements in the background. I'm gonna really listen out for the chorus again this time. Come on, chorus. It doesn't, the chorus just doesn't feel like a increase in the tempo or intensity. I wonder if this is a pre-chorus. It's a bit after I like, which is coming up now, I think. Oh, we're into the breakdown.
1, 2, girls, come on.
Oh, okay, I like this mix up. They're good dancers as well. This guy's got a lot of screen time. I think he's this is breakthrough. Key change. Yeah, it just key changes into this chord. The chorus is a bit too weak for me. It doesn't stand out compared to other parts of the song, which... The underlying beat is good. I got a bit of a bop on. Yeah, it's strange. Okay, let's go with the positives first. They look great. I really like their confidence. They seem like a really professional, put together girl group. And they seem very like real together and authentic, and they just look like, well, they are a legitimate girl group. It doesn't look like something that's just being like pieced together for Eurovision. So I like that. I like their like cohesiveness together. And there are parts of it I like the underlying tempo and the rhythm and energy of it. The chorus for me is just like very surprisingly weak. It doesn't have like a naturally earworm hook in it. It feels also a little bit timid as well. Like I thought it was going to go boom into the chorus and it doesn't. The verses sound a little bit stronger, and that bit that came after the first chorus sounded more like a better hook to me. So I'm a little bit surprised. I was kind of lost throughout the song, couldn't find my way. Obviously I was talking over, but I do it with all my videos and I still managed to find my way with all the other ones. It's good. For me, again, it's this slight problem I have with Serbia where it always kind of feels like that. Something that will qualify but then is going to be in that like 16 to 20 region, and I don't really see anything that's breaking the mold with that. It's a little bit less strong than last year. Last year had a really definite hook, like Hasta la Vista Baby, that was really instant and easy to process, and you know, as soon as you left the song it was going to be in your head. Whether that was a negative or positive, well, you can work that out later, but at the end of the day it's going to be memorable. I like the styling. I think the visuals in the bath of the disco balls are kind of cool. Otherwise, the costumes and the kind of 80s costumes, it looks a little bit dressed up, maybe almost like they're a little bit poking fun of the 80s as opposed to like a really cohesive look. But yeah, the energy's good, the vibe is good. I like this as a kind of like upbeat song. It's normally the type of song that I would be like absolutely so thankful for, because we do tend to skew towards a lot more slower, mid low tempo songs in Eurovision. This year is like quite unusual in that we already have so many high tempo songs, because I think people are like slightly don't want to be perceived as grumpy after the year that everyone's just been through, so they're trying to bring a lot of positivity and energy. So I do feel like in a normal year this would really stand out for its like high energy buzz, whereas this year it's probably a little bit less special than normal. Anyway, let's go in for a second listen. Yeah, now this starting bit is fantastic, and then it doesn't live up to that for the rest. I like the verses as well. Okay, I do actually like her silver costume there. Yeah, this chorus is way too flat. I think this is a bit I really like coming up now. Here? Yeah, this bit. And it was a bit they had at the start again. I love this. I feel like I wish this was the chorus. This main tableau they have, this one with the giraffes, it does look a little bit like not totally serious. These electronic elements that come in the second verse, I wish they were more prominent. I really like them. It does give you an instant head bop. Like, even though I'm not mad on the chorus, it's still giving me a bop. I do like this breakdown as well. I feel like it's good, and they're going to have a real great moment to shine with their dancing. Okay, yeah, no, I stand by everything I said in the first one. I just feel like the chorus is too much of a kitten and I wanted a lion. And it's strange because that very introduction beat that they drop is exactly the line I was looking for. But then the lion gets shot with a tranquilizer and then we're kind of lost. And then the chorus just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't, I wouldn't say it doesn't do for me. It's fine, but there's so many elements in this which are like really great, which could be a real fantastic bop, and then it just loses its way. So I feel more it just doesn't live up to its full potential. Again, it's overall quality package. It looks very slick. They're very professional girls. I love the representation of, first of all, having Serbian in the contest, and secondly having a girl group. But I'm just a little bit disappointed that I don't feel the full potential of the song was brought out, and I'm a little bit surprised because Haslovisa had a really quality discernible chorus, and this surprisingly lackluster for such a high energy group. But you know, I still think they're in a good position. Let's have a look and see where they are in terms of the draw. So they're 9th in semi-final number 2. That's a pretty good position. They're coming after Iceland and Georgia, but they are technically just on the cusp of being in the second half. They've got... wow, this is surprising actually. They have no one else from a Balkan country in their final. That is very, 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 very... Sorry, they got Albania. They've got Albania. What's strange? Where are all the things? So Croatians in semi-1. Bosnia are out. Montenegro are out. They're Serbia. So when I say Balkans, I really should say former Yugoslav countries, because that's more I'm thinking of. Where's North Macedonia? North Macedonia's in the first semi as well. Wow, okay, and Slovenia's in the first semi-final as well. This is actually a really interesting situation. I don't think this has happened before, where of the 6 former Yugoslav countries, Serbia's actually on their own in semi-final number 2. Now you've got Albania, which are local, but not from the former Yugoslav Republic. That's really, really interesting. You know, I think this is a great opportunity for Serbia to kind of show that they don't need any help with qualifying. Well, this is a perfect example because they're not going to get any help from neighborly voting. So I like that. I think this is a really good test for Serbia to show that they can get through on their own weight. Serbian staging, I don't think it is particularly wow. It's solid. It's solidly good. The girls are very professional, so I'm imagining like bright costumes, confidence, good choreography. I think they can definitely sell it. I think this is, at this point in time, saying I'm more likely to expect this to qualify, be it a bit of a surprise if they didn't. I'm interested though to see, without that like technical head start that you could argue they start with, they're not going to have it this year. I wonder, do Albania usually give them points? You used to be able to look up which countries have given which points to whom historically on Wikipedia, and someone's taken that down. I wonder if that was on purpose because they, I don't know, but yeah, that's a shame. But I would imagine that Albania are probably going to give high points, but really that from one country is not going to make a massive difference. Pretty much everyone's got one person who is going to be so close that they're going to have cultural overlap and a diaspora. So yeah, they're going to be getting through on their own merit if they qualify this year. I think they've got a good shot. They're going to stand out as the only girl group. Let's go have a look and see in the odds. Now, I actually remember this jumping up 5 spaces last week, and I actually posted on my Twitter what was it about, because I was wondering if there was a particular reason. So they're up to 20th, 21st, but I think they were a lot lower. Yeah, they were. Something happened on the 12th of April. They were in 28th in the odds, and they suddenly jumped up to 21st. They actually ended up jumping 7 spaces at the end of that. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know. Was that due to like a certain person doing the choreography or something else? But that's quite a big jump after the song has been released for quite a while. So yeah, they've been as low as 40th, and they were in the high 30s for a lot of the early season. Now they've jumped up to 21st. So yeah, I think 21st is pretty accurate. I think for me at this point in time, this is a song that's going to qualify, but unfortunately it's going to get lost in the final. It's going to end up in that kind of like 18 to 21 position. I think it's going to take something really special and innovative with the staging to change that. I don't know how innovative with the staging they can get without it feeling unnatural to the song. I do think the song is very much a get up and dance and have fun song. I don't know what extra dimensions they can add that to make it into some that like give that extra X factor. Let's have a look at the community. They've put this in 24th. Okay, so that's pretty consistent. I'm like would be willing to bet large amounts of money that they're going to qualify and then come in the position I said. But let's wait and see. Who knows what they could do with their staging. Okay, so that's what I think about Loco Loco by Hurricane representing Serbia. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please be respectful of your comments or I will remove them. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.